Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, DCS enthusiasts, and welcome to an exciting weekend of ARCCO Week 4. I'm Fath, and I'm here to bring you the heart-pounding action of this incredible competition. I'll be your guide through this thrilling journey. Time to kick off the weekend full of intense aerial combat, but before we dive in, we want to express our deep appreciation for our incredible sponsors, Eagle Dynamics, TechView, and Fox 3 Managed Solution. Without their generous support, this event wouldn't be possible. We are truly grateful for their continued support, and it's an honor to have them on board. Now, let's get down to business. Today, we have a crucial Group C showdown between two outstanding teams, Good Torpedo from Indonesia and Sunja Squadron from South Korea. This match marks the last opportunity for both of these teams to secure their positions in the group. Good Torpedo has one win against Sharpshooter but suffered a loss against Jalaban, while Sunja Squadron has one win against Jalaban and a draw against the Phoenix Task Force 18 Sharpshooter due to unfortunate landing incident last week. The last match for Group C, we should have another match with Jalaban against Sharpshooter tomorrow. These two matches will be pivotal in deciding who takes the top spots in Group C. Although we won't be live streaming the closing match from Group C tomorrow due to
One.
All right. Sorry about the technical issue just now. So let's get right into the match, shall we? Let's go. So we have 3 minutes left. We have about 2 minutes left on the clock here. So we have the good torpedo starting on the blue side, starting from Senaki Koki and Sukumi Babushara. So we have one Su-33 and one F-16. So F-16 is a flight by Mavic here. So we are looking at five MRAMs and one Sidewinder. It's a asymmetrical loadout for Mavic here. He will take off from Sukumi Babushara. Meanwhile, his wingman Zod flying the Su-33 is gonna take off from Tanaki. So we are looking at a pair of R-73, which is a IR infrared guided missile, two R-27 ET. It's a medium range infrared guided missile. We have the rest R-27 ER. Yeah, this is Su-33, so there's no R-77. So it will be just Fox 2 infrared guided missiles and Fox 1 semi-active radar guided missile. So let's check out the red side. We have Ox and Ralbu. the South Korean pair. We have they are flying the F-16s. Right, let's look at the loadout. Looks like they're both flying with 5 MRAMs each and 1 Sidewinders. So same like Mavic. They are flying with asymmetrical loadout. So they have started taxiing, and the prep time is up. They are allowed to take off. So as of now, SUNJA Squadron is taking the lead on the Group C, followed by Good Torpedo. Even though they both team in this match has positioned themselves in number 1 and number 2 position. It's however Jalaban is following close behind Good Torpedo here. So a loss and a win will factor how they're gonna position after this match. Okay, looks like a takeoff from Ralbu here. He is taking off from 0-1. Oh no, 1-0, which is going to east side of the map. Meanwhile, Ox is gonna start to take off from 0 to 8 towards the west side. All right, the safe takeoff by Ox and Ralbu here from Beslan. Okay, we are looking at Zod. Safely took off from Sanaki Koki. He's flying the flanker Su-33. It's a naval version of the flanker family. Okay, so we're gonna see from the top view here. So Mavic is starting up from north side of the blue zone. Meanwhile, Zod is flying off from the southwest. Ox and Rabu, however, from the South Korea, they are flying directly from the east, from Beslan towards the center. So Sukumi is much further away, around 30 miles, 30 nautical miles compared to Beslan and Senaki here. So he has to fly further. So Ralbo is still climbing. He is already at 37,000 feet high. Goes the same with Mavic. They have the same around the same altitude by now. Both are flying the F-16s, so they should have same capabilities. Especially, they are bringing the same loadout: 5 MRAMs and 1 Sidewinder. Ox, however, is chilling at Angels 25 or 25,000 feet, and he is about to enter the red zone, following Raubu, which is already inside the zone. Meanwhile, Zod just entered the zone, and finally the airspace control zone is contested. Zod is, however, heading to the south side of the map here. Mavic looks like he is heading straight to the center. Rabu and Ox, they are flying in parallel. not towards the center, directly towards to the blue zone here. Zod, meanwhile, he is flying very low. He is keeping it down low, keeping it low profile. He is flying just above the trees, skimming through the terrain. And he is changing his heading towards the southeast, heading towards the edge of the map here. Is he trying to bait the South Koreans into his own turf? We shall see. Rabu and Ox from SUNJA Squadron. There's no change of headings there. They are still maintaining their aspect towards the blue zone here. Rabu scanning for Zod, low on the ground here. He's just flying 1,000 feet above the sea level here. Meanwhile, Rabu flying 38,000 feet above the sea level. Rabu is still chilling. And Ox, same goes to him. Mavic just entered the map. There's quite of a separation between Mavic and Zod here. It should be around 58 miles, very far. They can be easily isolated here. Ox and Rabu can decide whoever they want to engage and have them isolated easily. Mavic is flying high, 39,000 feet here. About the same altitude with Rabu. Rabu is closing in towards Zod. He has all the energy to launch a missile to the low altitude target. But it looks like Rabu is not taking a notice towards Zod here. They are quite close, I might add, around 27 nautical miles. It's just within the launch range of MRAM from such that altitude. Zod is trying to creep in closer. I'm not sure Rabu has taken notice of this, because Zod has been flying around 1,000 and 2,000 feet above seawater level from Senaki Kolki here. So there is a chance that neither Rabu, Ox, or the AWACS has taken notice of Zod flying low on the south side. Mavic is heading straight towards Rabu here. They are about to exchange missiles launch towards each other. Rabu is ignoring Zod, is flying towards the left flank of Rabu. Perhaps Ox has taken notice of Zod here, because he is flying directly towards him. Okay, Mavic and Rabu, 35 nautical miles apart. We're gonna see some first launch or first exchange of missiles between Mavic and Rabu here. Ox is, however, is creeping in closer and closer towards Zod, which is very low. He is okay. First missile. They launch at the same time. M120. The first exchange of week 4, ladies and gentlemen. They have the same parameter. They have the same altitude. They should have the same initial speed for the MRAM, so we can see there's not much difference of speed of both MRAM here. They are not defending. Mavic is, however, launching the second missile, but the missile from Ralbu is coming towards Mavic real fast. And splash. Easy splash by Ralbu. M120 is coming towards Ralbu from behind. But perhaps there's not much energy left. Zod is trying to keep very low profile here. He is skimming through the valley and mountains. Ralbu is heading towards Zod. He is very low, 12,000 feet. He is climbing back up. Zod is, however, trying to maintain very low profile, trying to avoid radar detection both by Ralbu and Ox here. But looks like Ralbu and Ox has taken notice of Zod here, or not, or just Ox here. But since they are flying the F-16, they should have the they are sharing the same data link. All right, Zod is chasing after Ralbu now. He's not putting up any burner just yet. He's being very patient. He perhaps noticed Ox is heading straight towards him from 10,000 feet. Twice the altitude from Zod here. Zod is skimming behind the mountain, trying to cut off Ralbu's retreat here. I'm not sure if Ox managed to take a notice of Zod here. M9X from Zod. ET counter launch from Zod, from Ralbu. ET from Zod, sorry. Ralbu is launching M9X to Zod, and oh, Zod is safe. Zod is safe. Alright, Ox is giving a chase from behind. Meanwhile, Zod is following Ralbu. Oh, it's a maneuver kill. Or was it? I'm not sure what happened because Zod just exploded mid-air. So was it the M9X? And then there's a delay of whatever happens to the airframe. I'm not sure. But regardless, the South Korean has the control. Alright, Zod and Mavic is back on their air base. Same air base they have started from. Mavic from the Sukumi and Zod is from the Senaki Koki. They have to start very soon. They have just 10 minutes left on the clock before SUNJA Squadron has taken fully control of the match here. So we are looking at Ox here. He has not expanded any of his missiles, so he is still fully loaded. He just ditched his center line back, so I reckon that he still has a lot of fuel to burn. Meanwhile, Ralbu, he has launched 2 missiles. One M9X, one MRAM, just towards, no, one is for Mavic, another is for Zod. So yeah, if I have to guess that the 9X has taken out Zod, but there's a few seconds delay, maybe, I don't know, because it looks like the 9X managed to hit Zod, but I was in the map view, so I cannot be so sure here. Irregardless, Zod has been taken out by Ralbu here. Ralbu just did a clean sweep him alone, but Ox, he did contribute by trying to corner off Zod here. He is trying to cut off Zod's retreat and leaving Zod not much an option. So either he is getting killed by Ralbu or Ox. So good teamwork by the SUNJA Squadron fighters here. All right, Ox and Rabu is just circling around the map here. Rabu is edging closer towards the blue zone here. So he is trying to find out where the good torpedo fighters are going to take off from. He is maintaining 3,000 feet. Meanwhile, Ox is flying a little bit low, 6,000 feet lower than Rabu here. Just 24,000 feet. So it looks like Mavic is on the runway. He is taking off. Tires are rolling. We have 5 AMRAAMs and one Sidewinder here. So he is taken off from Sukumi Babushara, which is much further away from the blue zone. So he has to be quick to get back into the match, to get back into the map. A safe takeoff from Mavic from Sukumi. Zod is also on the runway now. Good torpedo wasted no time. They launch immediately. Zod is, however, is going to face against Rabu here. Rabu is just flying, circling around the area of the near the blue zone here. Wait, what happened? Oh shit! Zod, he is missing a wing during the takeoff. Oh, that's very unfortunate for the good torpedo. Looks like Mavic is all alone now. Okay, looks like he taken notice that Ox and Ralbu is circling at the south area, so he decided to go north. Good torpedo is quite in a pickle now because since Jalaban is following just close behind them on the 3rd place here, so losing this match is going to jeopardize his position on the 2nd place or the first runner-up here. So he has to do something. So we're gonna see what Mavic is gonna come up with. Ox and Albu chilling at the south area. So he has like 4 nautical miles off. what happened because Zod is respawning. Okay. Oh, never mind. Okay, finally the airspace control zone is contested. Mavic is back in the game. All right, he is flying just 60,000 feet. He is not yet climbing up to the good altitude, which is around 30,000 feet for the F-16. At least 30,000 feet. If he want to have a chance against the SUNJA Squadron, which are flying at 39,000 feet and 31,000 feet in terms of energy on their missiles. Okay, I'm not sure what happened to Zod, but apparently he is spawning from Sukumi here. Okay, Ralbo and Ox, they are heading towards Mavic now on the north side. All right, looks like he is facing off against Ralbu here. Mavic is, however, is not climbing any more further than 18,000 feet. No, he is climbing a bit by bit, but he is facing against Rabu, who is flying already at 43,000 feet, 44,000 feet. He is climbing up, trying to get as much energy as possible before launching any missile towards Mavic. It's just 3 miles off. Mavic is back on climbing. One missile off the rails from Ralbu. 120 towards Mavic now. It's a 27 nautical miles launch. He launched from that 50,000 feet of altitude. And there's no counter launch yet from Mavic. I'm not sure if he's aware that one fast missile I might add is coming towards him. Mavic is not defending yet. 120 is very close towards him. Another missiles coming towards Mavic here and splash. He was too late. All right, looks like that's the end of the match. It's a win by the SUNJA Squadron. They are not giving any chance to go Torpedo here, trying to jeopardize his position on the top, on the first place in the Group C. Looks like the SUNJA Squadron has managed to secure themselves a place in the quarterfinal. So good game, good game. So as for the Goat Torpedo, we are unsure what is what their fate is gonna be. It's all going to be depends on the match tomorrow between the Sharpshooter and Jalaban. Since Jalaban is creeping in closer to the second place, threatening the position of Goat Torpedo. So it looks like RTB for the SUNJA Squadron pilots here. So I hope they are not repeating any unfortunate incident that happened just last week during a match with the Phoenix Task Force 18 sharpshooter, where one of the pilot stumbled his landing and destroyed his airframe. Ended up with a draw with the sharpshooters. Okay, looks like Rabu is not launching any of his missiles, and both of them is they are still on his their first ticket apparently. No losses of airframe here yet. No losses yet. So we have to witness their landing here on Bestland. So throughout the competition, we have seen that F-16 is quite tough to land. They have to be delicate on the touchdown here. We have witnessed one of the airframe broke his left. I think it was left landing gear, and then he had a difficulties on taxiing, and then a lot of stumble, a lot of fire during the landing, a lot of tipping, a lot of flipping over. So we shall see. But one thing to learn for the F-16 pilots is definitely the landing. Definitely the landing. Because from previous matches that we can see, there will be quite strong crosswind just before the just at the final approach here. Alright, Ox is just chilling at 35,000 feet. He is not losing, he's not dropping yet his altitude. Same goes with Ralbu. Ralbu is flying high, 28,000 feet. Okay, Ox is about to be back at the red zone here. Followed by Ravu, just 20 miles behind, 20 nautical miles. And Ox is not dropping yet his altitude, preparing for landing here. He is flying still high, 35,000 feet, still fast, 400 knots. More than the speed of sound here. Okay, he is losing his altitude bit by bit. Doing some maneuvers, trying to shut off some speed here while losing altitude. He should have visual on baseline by now. He is dropping fast from 35,000 feet now at 7,000 feet, just by less than 1 minute here. All right, he is trying to shut his speed off again. All right, gears are down. He is fully loaded, aside from the centerline tank. There's a little bit of crosswind here, from north to south, as we can see here. No, was it south to north? I cannot tell. So far, so good. Touchdown. Beautiful. Good landing by Ox. Okay, Rabu is following behind. Uh-oh. He is about to run out of runway here. Okay, looks like he managed to break at right at the end of the runway. 10. Okay, Rabu already dropping his altitude to below 10,000 feet, and he is reducing his altitude further and further, trying to get the right altitude and right speed on the final approach of runway 10 of Bestland. Meanwhile, Ox is backtracking to the parking area on Bestland, so he should have enough time to get cleared off the runway for Ralbu to land. Okay, Ralbu is on the final approach. He is dropping his gear. Uh-oh. Touchdown. A bit rough. And all right. Looks like he managed to steer off from running out of runway or out of tarmac on the left side. All right, looks like that concludes the Group C match, the second last of the Group C match. Go Torpedo against the SUNJA Squadron. So he just has to stop and open up his cockpit, and the match is finished. All right, I guess that's a wrap. That's a wrap, guys. So we have just witnessed a domination by Sunja Squadron against the Go Torpedo. They managed to retain all their tickets while reducing the Go Torpedo tickets from 4 to 0 in just a single flight by Ox and Rabu here. So a top-notch performance by the South Koreans of Sunja Squadron. So congratulations is in hand for them, and again, congratulations again for getting their place onto the quarterfinal, whether on the week this week on Sunday or next week Friday. So speaking of tomorrow, so we have a spectacular lineup in store for us as we will conclude the group stage. Tune in tomorrow for the closing match just of Group A and Group D. We will witness Kirit Wedan facing off against Query Slasher, and Air Combat Roleplay going head to head against the number 15 Battle Axis. For the Air Combat Roleplay and number 15 Battle Axis, they basically already managed to secure their places in the quarterfinal. They just have to compete on the first place and the first runner-up. So it's going to be a face-off who is on top on in the Group D. So as I said, these matches will determine the contenders for the first half of the quarterfinals, taking place this Sunday, and then we're gonna continue off next week Friday, and then we're gonna have semi-final and lastly the finale on Sunday. As we prepare to wrap up the 2 days broadcast, we once again extend our heartfelt thanks to our sponsors, Ego Dynamics, TagView, and Fox3 Managed Solution. Your support truly makes all of this possible, and we are just getting started with ARCCO Week 4, and there are plenty of action to come. Until next time, tomorrow, keep your eyes on the skies, and we will see you tomorrow for more heart-pounding aerial combat. Goodbye.